Welcome back to the channel, and I hope we can continue posting super quick videos like the last one I did, but heart related conversations. So I did a list. I sit here in my living room and I decided to have a list. So I have a list of many topics. I didn't count, so I don't know, but I'm not going to think a lot about it. I'm going to go through the list as it is, and then we talk a little bit about all those topics, every single of them, and then I can share a little bit how I feel about that specific topic. So the first one is my career in Canada as an immigrant, which is the title of this video. And to give some background, I finished my undergrad in biotechnology in Brazil in the end of 2014 with two international copy programs, which were perfect for my career. And I started working right away in 2015 as a lab technician, molecular biology. I worked kind of until the end of the year, and then in the end of the year we came to Canada. So I started my Master of Science in January of 2016. I finished in exactly 2 years, so I finished in December of 2017. And then on the following year, 2018, I decided to go home. So I went home for about 3 months, and when I came back was May, end of May. I got my work permit. I started applying for some jobs, and then end of June I started getting some interviews. And in July I got an offer. I accepted the offer, and I started my first Canadian job related to my field in August 2018 as a production technician in a manufacturing company for pharmaceutical drugs. And then I worked there for about half a year. So after 3 months I became the team lead, which is in Canada, or at least in the manufacturing company, is a person who will act as a supervisor when the supervisor is not around. But I felt that was not very related to what I went to do, which was like lab work and things like that. So I applied for another job. That year, like that end of the year, was when I went to Brazil to get married. I applied for a job as a quality control associate in another pharmaceutical company here, like around there in Dartmouth. And then when I got back from the celebration and everything back home, I was offered the job. So I had the interview and all of those steps, and then I was offered the job. So I started the new job in the end of February, which was kind of when we bought our house. So that experience was not so great, you know. They offered me the interview, they sent me an offer and everything for a quality control associate. And then when I arrived there, they gave me a different title from what they offered me. And I didn't stand up for myself. I didn't say anything. I could even, I don't know, I should not have accepted. That's it. Because it was different from what they propose, what they offer, and blah, blah, blah. So I worked there because I had no other choice. I applied for my PR, and I was waiting the PR, and every single thing that happened, I thought, okay, you know what? Let's just ignore the main purpose of being here in this company is getting the PR, right? But then COVID-19 happened in this year of 2020, which was basically would be my first year there, right? February was the first year. And so I worked there like a year and a half, and because of the COVID-19, the PR kind of got stuck there and didn't move at all. So I sent my application, but it didn't happen, so they didn't even open the envelope. So I kind of started applying for other jobs during the pandemic. I was not extremely unhappy, but of course I was not happy. Like since the beginning I was not happy. I was not promoted. It was like a lot of things that kind of accumulate to me say, you know what, enough, it's enough. So I was offered, I did an interview, kind of a very quick thing, and I was offered a job as a lab manager here in Newfoundland, working at Memorial University, and I took the job like that. Was just an offer. They offered me the interview, they offered me, and then that was it. Like, I accepted because I just couldn't stand working in the other company anymore. So I decided to do that, and I have been here since. So I start now in August 2020, and I feel like now is where I want to be. Is like where I deserve to be after a master, after all my experience, after the exchange programs and the English and all of that. So it took me a good, like 2 years of the master, which yes, was necessary. There was no way out. And then 2 extra years of accepting things and giving up of my dreams and let people just cross me over and bring me down and things like that, But one thing I figured out is you cannot just accept things like they are. It's okay, it's okay to say, you know what, I'm sorry, you didn't offer me the position you are giving me, and if you can't give me the position you offer me, I'm leaving. It's okay if you're an immigrant or if you're not an immigrant, but being an immigrant, they know you are not going to walk away. And they knew in the company that I had just bought a house, right? So they knew I needed a job in order to pay the mortgage. But really, guys, it's just unbelievable. Like, shit like that happen a lot with immigrants just because we don't stand up for ourselves. We accept it because we are here, and the main point I feel is we feel like inside we feel we are not worth it just because maybe we don't speak English or our degree is not from here or whatever reason it is. So since that happened to me, I started realizing, you know what, I am worth it way more than they are treating me, or way more than they recognize. So I'm leaving. That's when I decided, you know what, I was going to leave. Just, leave the company, give up of the PR. It was not to, it was not supposed to be, would not happen anyway. So yes, my career took a kind of a left shift, and then now I think I'm in the right track again, and I'm loving the job. I'm loving my job. People treat me well. I don't have somebody like is above me. I have a person who I report to, which is the Dean of Science, and she's sweet, and my coworker is super nice. So I'm very happy, I'm very happy that I stood up for myself and said, enough, you are not treating me as I am worth it, but I know I'm worth it, so I'm leaving. So I think that was basically, my career in maybe 8 minutes. So I think I will continue doing small videos like that and talking about it, specific topics. And then when you talk about something is when you even realize inside yourself, right, about that specific topic or about that specific feeling, or how hard is it sometimes understanding that doesn't matter if you're an immigrant or not, you're still a person, and a person has its values, and you cannot treat somebody badly just because they don't speak English as you do, or because they have a different culture, or they eat in a different way, or they use clothes in a different way than you use clothes. So it's unbelievable things that we go through sometimes, and that's why I have this channel, so I can focus some bad memories and bad energy that I have on those specific things in my mind and in my heart, and then I can put in a video. And if you are going through something like that, you are not alone, and it's going to depend on you. If you change your attitude, if you understand you are worth it, then the whole rest of the people, the whole rest of the world will understand that too. But it needs to start with you, and it's a huge step. It's a step that was very hard for me to take it, but I did, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, that's my career in a very big, not so big summary, but I hope you guys stick around and we can talk about other things that are important as well. Thank you.